Hello there, this is Karla Chin of ThrivingLifestyle.com and ThrivingWomenConnect.com. Today I have a special guest with me, Laura Futado, and we're going to be having a juicy discussion all about having healthy body image as well as fostering the sexiness from within us. I just wanted to take a few moments to share some information about Laura. Laura is a successful international dancer, instructor, choreographer, and presenter. She is the founder and owner of DivaGirl Inc. DivaGirl Inc. consists of 5 divisions. There's DivaGirl Fitness, which is her dance and fitness company that currently consists of 45 licensees across Canada, Brazil, and Spain. She has DivaGirl Entertainment, which is her professional dance company. DivaGirl Beauty, which is her spa and beauty division. DivaGirlpreneur, which provides entrepreneurial seminars and networking events for women specifically in the arts, and DivaGirl Boutique, which is her online shop for everything DivaGirl. She has over 25 years of experience in the dance and fitness realm, and she's made a presence all across North America and Europe, including Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Ukraine, and Portugal. Every time I check Laura's Facebook, it seems like she's traveling somewhere fun and exotic. So it's something I live vicariously through her because I love traveling as well. Laura's actually been titled as Canada's top young entrepreneur of 2010, one of Canada's top 25 young entrepreneurs of 2009, nominee of the Arts Entrepreneur of the Year, nominee for the Emerging Performing Artist of the Year, Lululemon Ambassador, and a Divapreneur. Now, she's also a very active mentor in Toronto for young entrepreneurs. So she's always giving back to others as well and inspiring other women to really live their fullest lives and, foster the sexiness from within. Now, if you know Laura like I do, and I've actually, met her in person, we're friends, she is gorgeous, and she physically looks gorgeous, but she's just a gorgeous and beautiful person from within as well. So I thought she'd be the perfect person to have this discussion about feeling this sort of, healthy body image, feeling good in our bodies, because she just embodies that. She has this energy. Even if I was blind and I didn't see how she looked like, you could just be around her and just feel her confidence. So working with a lot of women around body image and having had my own struggles around this topic and even having had battled an eating disorder because of this issue, I thought, this is something that we really should have a chat about. This is a topic I think many women can relate, whether they want to admit it or not. It's not something that we discuss so freely, but I think that it's something that could definitely be, could be talked about more, and I think more light needs to be, really shined upon this topic. So welcome, Laura. Thank you so much for taking time of your busy day. I know you're busy women.
Thank you.
With me today.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. I'm excited about this topic. It's fabulous.
I know. It's so important, right? It's just. I think this is something, regardless of how confident people feel, we have moments of feeling a little bit hateful about our bodies.
Yeah, most definitely. And thank you for the introduction. But you're saying I'm gorgeous. I'm all in my sweatpants right now, sweating from my jaw. So, thank you.
I'm sure you're still finding a way to emit confidence and sexiness from within, even if
I hope so. Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, I figured, this is just really more of a discussion format, and I think, as I mentioned, this is really a topic that is so important. And just maybe sharing a little bit of what I'm seeing in my practice and working with women, Laura, I'm finding that, when we hate ourselves and we judge ourselves and we look in the mirror and we don't like what we see, even maybe if it's just parts of us. A lot of us maybe like how our arms look or how our hair looks, but we don't like how our stomach looks. So we're very selective and very conditional in terms of how we love ourselves. And I'm finding that, there's a sort of epidemic that I'm noticing, and I'm sure it's been around for a long time, but it's kind of finally becoming more evident to me, that, we have this inability to be within our bodies, meaning there's this lack of embodiment that is going on with a lot of women. We often want to run away from our bodies. We often want to suck out the fat or change it or Photoshop it or whatever it is, and it's really a shame, because what I find is that it helps to only keep us small. meaning the more that we hate ourselves, the more disconnected we feel and disembodied we feel, it actually prevents us from being our fullest, greatest expression of ourselves. And that's really my mission and vision for my company and why I do what I do is to overall, I mean, people might come to me for health or wellness or life coaching, but my bigger goal that I hold for them is so that they can step into that greatness. And unfortunately, body image issues tend to impair that and get in the way. So I figured, we can have this discussion, but maybe you can share a little bit about your journey and how you became so passionate and dedicated to helping women get fit, have fun, and feel sexy from within.
Yeah, sure. So my whole life has been surrounded by females. I think I feel blessed. I think I've been meaning or meant to do what I do. So being in the dance industry, I did grow up with a lot of insecurities, females competing against other females, and especially being very tapped and aware about body image, because as a dancer, body image plays a very important part in what we do in the industry in general. So I've been exposed to that, especially when I was doing dance pageants. And something that I noticed is that a lot of females were extremely competitive against other women. And it's something that I noticed growing up and something that I wanted to change or make a difference in making women feel better about themselves and confident about themselves. So I just grew up through dance, and as I got older, I started to get more involved in the fitness industry, and that was through my sister who encouraged me to attend more fitness conferences within Toronto. And when I started to attend these conferences, I noticed that being healthy, being in shape, and exercising on a regular basis was extremely important for health, not only physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. So I found that the people that were working out more often and being engaged in fitness were individuals who had crazy amount of energy. And that was something that attracted me and something that I wanted to be part of. So the more I hung out with individuals in that industry, the more that I found out that this was an amazing way to live, because these people were always happy, super positive, and just kick-ass individuals. And I was like, how do I become like that? So the more that I researched and the more I was engaged in that industry is when I kind of fell in love with the whole concept of helping women feel sexy on the inside and out. The whole sexy side of things was what I gained through my dance training around, in my early 20s, I met this group, which was called Liz Gatos, and we were the first sexy dance troupe in Toronto. And it was when the whole craze of strip aerobics came about, and it was something I was always very interested in. And it's quite ironic because at that time, I was actually very shy. So me as a shy individual, I was like, maybe I'll try this, I don't know. And I found that when I started to take these classes and working with these girls in this dance troupe, my confidence and my energy actually elevated quite a bit. And I fell in love with sexy dance. And that is when I decided that this is what I wanted to do. So I kind of took my experiences through dance, through fitness, and through my personal development and training through Liz Gatos to combine all that into what I eventually created as DivaGirl. So it was something that I was very passionate about, and I find that when you're passionate about something and you truly believe in the outcome, that is when individuals are destined to do good and really push forward that ideal. So the more that I work with women, the more that I realize that they need this. They really need individuals and companies out there to kind of lead this revolution, to kind of get them engaged and kind of get them to feel sexy and confident about themselves, and in turn, live a healthier and more delicious lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, an individual makes their lifestyle. So it's kind of like a perception. You kind of make that decision that you want to live an awesome life, and when you make that decision, it actually happens.
Right, exactly. I love it. I love it. And I love your journey as well. And hearing about you now feeling confident is like so weird for me because I can't
confident. I was actually shy. I was a shy girl.
Right. Even shy. I'm like, oh. Wow. I mean, for those who are listening, I mean, I actually have the reason and how I met Laura is actually I attended one of her sexy dance strip class it was one of my best friend's bachelorette sort of party, and we decided that we would do this class for fun, and that's how I actually met Laura. I took one of her classes, and she's just an amazing instructor. We had so much fun, and after that, I stayed on her email list, stayed connected, and eventually we created this friendship and professional relationship as well. So she is very confident. She's very good at what she does, and although she obviously looks very sexy, just the way that she carries herself and the energy, and even the energy in the room of the participants doing the class, you could just sense this heightened confidence and embodiment, which I thought was just fantastic. And that was during a time in my life where I was still going through some challenges with regards to body image. So I definitely sensed a shift just being in that class with that group of women in that energy. So thank you so much again for that experience, Laura, because I'll never forget that day.
Oh, thank you.
That's a lot of fun.
Never happened, but that's amazing.
Yeah, I actually have some video clips of that, but I may have to YouTube that one day. I'll definitely put that in.
And you really touched upon a really big point, Karla, in the sense that it has nothing to do with your external appearance and how you look. It really is how you feel on the inside, your confidence, because confidence is what creates energy. And individuals are attracted to other individuals who have high levels of energy. So if you're able to change your mindset, change your outlook and your confidence, that in turn will create more energy or positive energy or aura around you. And that is what actually attracts other individuals to you. It has nothing really to do with your outside, extreme body image that most people are so focused on. If you change the mindset to focus on the confidence portion, you'll find that your appearance will naturally progress in a positive manner.
Mm-hmm. There's this one quote, actually, I've been saying a lot during my workshops this past month. You only look as good as you feel.
So true.
So it so hits home. I think it just people get it when they hear that. But speaking of how to feel confident and sexy from within, what are some practical tips or even things that you share with your community of women that you find have been very effective in helping? Because this whole concept of feeling confident is great, but how can we start actually creating that for ourselves?
Sure. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different ways. Things that I live by is, number one, fitness. What that means to an individual is very different. To me, I'm passionate about dance, so I actually enjoy dance. I love fun. I love to do conditioning. Any sort of fitness is crucial because not only are you working your heart, all of your systems are working together in a seamless manner. You are, helping out your skin, your muscles, your cardiovascular, as well as your mental state. So fitness is a very important thing, and if people are not exercising at least 5 times a week, they need to do so, 100%. And it doesn't have to be strenuous. It can be low impact, but definitely your body needs to be challenged and put under stress at various times. The second thing I would probably say has to do with positive outlook. A lot of how you feel, what you mentioned, is going to determine how you conduct your daily life and how your day turns out. So waking up every morning with a positive outlook, and believe it or not, when I wake up, one thing that I always say and something that I always say with one of my best friends, Karla, is today will be the best day of my life again. And it's by putting that mantra out there that whatever happened in the past is in the past, and moving forward, you need to stay positive. So positive outlook is very important. How you handle a situation and drama is actually more important than the situation itself. So changing your outlook a little bit more in life, that everything is good, things are meant to happen for a certain reason, is extremely important. So positive outlook plays a huge role in my life. One of the third reasons, things that I can touch upon is the people that you hang out with. The more you hang out with positive, successful, influential individuals, the more that you become that. A lot of individuals hang out with certain people that, don't encourage them, don't support their lifestyle, are negative, create drama in their lives. Individuals need to cut away from that. When you start to leave drama, drama starts to leave you. So you really need to kind of be a little bit more aware of the people you hang out with, the people you associate yourself with, because at the end of the day, those individuals also play a very part of contributing your energy. So you need to actually have good people in your life, good people that have good hearts. A fourth thing is taps into a little bit about karma, which is do things in good intentions. Because at the end of the day, you need to be a good person. The acts that you conduct on a daily basis is very important. So do good to others and good come back to you. Another really big important thing is nutrition. And something that I struggle with is actually nutrition, because I love to eat and I love all the bad things in life. I like, the carbs and, the junk food. But nutrition really does play a huge role in how you live your life and how you look and feel. So really trying to tap into eating more fruits and vegetables, staying away from a lot of the carbs, drinking lots of fluids. I don't like to not eat sweets. I think it's very important to treat yourself once in a while, but to do so in moderation. You need to be aware of what you put into your body so you're able to fuel your body efficiently. So those would probably be my top 5 tips on how to live a sexy, positive, fabulous life. Because at the end of the day, all those different areas really make up the person that you are and the lifestyle that you will lead.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree. And I think with the fitness, just to add to the fitness in terms of movement, moving and, exercise is actually a really great way to get back into our bodies and honor our bodies. And for anyone, I often tell clients, if you're feeling down and, just having a bad day or a bad week, get moving. Right? Energy is stagnant, and it just, the more we focus on something, the more it amplifies. So almost like getting it out and letting that energy loose is so important. And, of course, it feels good at the end of the day because of the, great hormones that get released when we exercise as well. So it's really a win-win situation. So I think that's really important. And I also love, I wrote this down, your mantra, an affirmation every day. Today is going to be the best day of my life again. So I wrote that down. I just wanted to repeat it for those who may have missed it, because I think that's a great tip to start your day off with that attitude and lightness and positivity, which obviously sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I actually got that from Oprah's life class.
Oh, really?
At the event last month. It was amazing. Amazing, yes.
That's so cool. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing all those wonderful tips. Let's talk a little bit about this concept of sexiness. I think it's still somewhat taboo for some people to talk about this. So, it could be misinterpreted. Sensuality, sexuality, there's so many interpretations that people have based on obviously how they were raised and their interpretation of it growing up and the messages they got from media or their families. So personally, I think that, sexuality and sensuality is such a huge part of who we are because we're humans. It's part of our programming to be sensual and sexual. But when we are so disembodied and feel, disgusted with our bodies, of course it's going to impair our ability to be connected with that part of us. And it's really this part that needs to be expressed, because to be the fullest expression of ourselves, we can't numb certain areas of our life because it's really, again, keeping us small. So what is your take on, being sensual or sexy? How can you help maybe others who feel a little uncomfy about this concept feel a little bit more cozy about it?
Yeah. So I think in regards to being sexy or feeling sexy or giving off that aura of being sensual, it all comes down to confidence. I'm an extreme believer on that. Women who just ooze with, sexiness and sex appeal are the individuals who are confident about themselves, confident on the inside and on the outside. So mindset, having a very positive self-esteem mantra throughout your day is extremely important. also the way that you treat your body. In order for a woman to feel sexy, you need to treat or take care of yourself. What does that mean? Well, it goes back into how you live a fabulous lifestyle. You need to, work out on a regular basis. You need to eat healthy. You need to drink lots of water. So by fueling your body in a positive nature, you're going to actually give off a positive glow. So taking into all those effects. Also, in regards to how to feel sexy throughout is movement. I feel that a lot of women are afraid or not sure of how their body moves in certain ways. The female needs to feel confident and comfortable with how their body moves. Because your body is your body. It's not magically going to change. There's always going to be something that you're not happy about. However, you need to accept that and love you for who you are. So movement, such as through different avenues such as dance, is a great way to train your body and to make yourself feel comfortable with the way you are. So taking a sexy dance class, taking a workshop on how to walk in heels, for example, going to the club and dancing with your girlfriend or just dancing at home by yourself. I think every woman should move and should be able to dance. And I'm not saying dance in, the way that, they need to be a professional dancer or they need to know certain movements, but be able to groove on their own is extremely important because the more that you do that, the more you feel comfortable with your movement, therefore your body, and then therefore yourself. So it kind of really taps hand in hand, and that's why when you meet a lot of dancers are extremely confident and extremely sexy. That's just the type of person they are because they feel comfortable with their bodies and their movement. Another also important thing is I think females really need to focus on treating themselves and making the effort to look good. So what does that mean? Well, that means, go to the spa to get your hair done once in a while or get your nails done. Treat yourself to therapeutic waters at Body Blitz, for example, or wear high-heel shoes when you go out at night. In my opinion, I'm always wearing high-heel shoes. If I'm not wearing running shoes, I'm wearing high-heel shoes, not because I want to, tap into the fashion aspect so much, but because I feel sexy and confident when I wear high-heel shoes. So little things like that and being aware of these little details will make a difference in your life. When an individual or a female goes out and hangs out with their friends, they should take some time in regards to, what kind of outfit are they going to put on? Does the outfit make them feel sexy? Put on a little bit of makeup. And I'm not saying, go crazy and be, materialistic with fashion and spend tons of money because you can just spend a little bit of effort on your looks and your appearances and it'll make a huge difference. So I would say, heels, dancing, treating yourself, and confidence is what really plays a huge role in making a female feel sexy.
I couldn't agree more. And it's funny because that concept of making ourselves look good, I struggled with that because there were times when I'm like, well, I should just accept how I look regardless if I'm in sweatpants or not. And I really learned through my journey, and especially now being pregnant, that, how I dress, how I treat myself, the environment I'm in, the music I'm listening to, all my environment basically really directly affects my inner world. And just the past few weeks, I've actually been shopping. I'm not sitting in my normal pants anymore because belly is growing quite quickly. So I've been going shopping they have like an amazing selection of maternity clothes. I never even realized this because I've never had to deal with this. But I feel good in my dresses. I feel sexy even though I have this big belly. And it really makes sense because I know that, I'm going to be vulnerable to some fluctuations of hormones and moods and stuff like that. But if I can feel good through how I feel in my clothes, not to impress anybody, but to just feel this inner sense of glow and just playfulness and being in my body, I think that it's the intention that comes with it. Meaning some women are like, well, I'd rather wear comfy shoes than wear high heels because why should I put myself through pain? Well, if it doesn't make you feel sexy to wear high heels, don't wear it. But, what makes you feel sexy is I think it's more individual based, and I think it does make such a difference in how we look, how we feel we look, not necessarily how others think we look. And so I think that's a fantastic tip that you just shared. So, yeah, obviously this whole topic, and we can talk about this for days and days because I think there's so much to talk about, but I think we've really tapped into the overall theme what I'm getting and I'm hearing from you. What's coming out from our discussion is the confidence piece is huge. Movement is huge, you know, and it's really our relationship with ourselves and our ability to take responsibility for our mindset and our thoughts and, you know, our world and how we see it and how we see ourselves. And, you know, with regards to the self-care piece that you had mentioned, that's really how I was able to overcome a lot of my challenges. That when I started, you know, eating healthier from a more nourishing perspective versus I have to eat healthy if I could be skinny, but more like, oh, because I have compassion for my body. That really helped shift it when I started exercising and doing activities that I actually enjoyed, like dance, for example, rather than the hardcore classes that I really didn't care for. So it's honoring also activities that are pleasurable for me versus, you know, more not aligned to what I really like. So I think that was important in doing and engaging in activities that are actually fun. That really helped me. But again, all going back to embodiment and getting back into body versus running away from it. And of course, for anyone who has body image issues, this could be a long journey. I mean, we always have struggles. We're always going to have, you know, days when we maybe aren't so happy about how our hair looks or how our whatever looks. And it's really this commitment to reconnecting with ourselves and honoring ourselves, I think, is really the bigger picture and understanding that the answer and the solution isn't outside of ourselves, but it's really about how we feel about ourselves at the end of the day.
100%.
And it's contagious, like you said. I mean, I've been around a lot of amazing, confident women, and you just feel confident being around that energy. And I think that who you surround yourself with is definitely important.
100%.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Anything else you want to share? Maybe talk about your company, and I know you offer so many amazing services. So what are some of the things that you offer that complement, you know, and can really help around this topic of feeling sexy?
Yeah, so DivaGirl, like through all of our divisions, the bottom line is at the end of the day, we really want women to feel sexy on the inside and out, and we do encourage women to get fit, have fun, and feel sexy. So through all of the divisions, we do that. Through DivaGirl Fitness, we do have some classes and events and workshops coming up that really tap into sexy dancing and movement, getting women to, you know, get in shape. We have some ballet buns classes. We have some steel classes. We have some burlesque classes within the GTA area. We also are very tapped into educating and inspiring women more on a career level as well through our DivaGirl Panero division. So our next big event that's coming up is called Divas in the City, which really brings forward 7 fabulous female entrepreneurs in Toronto that are going to be talking about various aspects of a female's life, such as fitness, nutrition, health, beauty, career. Some of these women, or actually all of the women, are extremely successful entrepreneurs in their fields, and they'll be sharing their tips to other women to make them feel fabulous on the inside and out. And that's on June 14th, and that's Divas in the City. And we do have some conferences. We have some female conferences, our DivaGirl conference. Our one just passed in Toronto. We're doing one in Florida in the next month. And our DivaGirl conference 2013 will be set in April next year. And it really is a full-day conference that has seminars, workshops, presentations, and vendors that really taps into helping a woman feel confident and sexy and build that self-esteem that is needed. So that's one of our biggest events. We also have our Divalicious event coming up in August, and Divalicious is our birthday party. We turn 3 years old this August. So it's our girls' night out, an opportunity for women to meet other women, have fun, celebrate, being feminine, and to celebrate being sexy. And it's a really fun night for women just to come on out and have fun with their girlfriends. DivaGirl, we also offer, one-on-one counseling and training and mentoring for females who, either want to need help on a fitness level, or more of a personal level, or even a career level. So we do have some fabulous DivaGirl licensees who specialize in this, and we really are a community that just want to help women and make them feel fabulous and feel confident. Because at the end of the day, we are here to help females be a better person.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, you're definitely, doing your part in this world. And I think, we all have our unique special gifts and our ways to kind of help inspire others. And through your approach, I think it's such a fabulous, much-needed approach. Through movement, through confidence, through all this, that you offer. So thanks for sharing that. And how can people find you? I mean, I'm sure people are like, where can I find this, Laura?
Yeah, our main company website is DivaGirl, www.divagirl-inc.com, and that's our landing page for all of our 5 other websites. So we actually have separate websites for each of our divisions, but www-divagirl-inc.com is our main one. We have DivaGirlFitness.com, we have DivaGirlEntertainment.com. We are on Facebook. Our main Facebook fan page is at DivaGirl Fitness, and we're also on Twitter at DivaGirl Fitness. My personal website is laurafutado.com. So we're online. We're pretty easily recognized on the internet. You can just Google DivaGirl, and a bunch of stuff will come up. But definitely check us out online. We do have a lot of different services, products, as well as events coming up that really target and help women feel sexy on the inside of them.
Perfect, perfect. And for those listening, I've actually had the pleasure of attending some of her live events. I'm originally from Toronto, so whenever I'm in Toronto, I try to attend one of Laura's fabulous events, and it's just an amazing group of people. I mean, the community she's been able to build, the women, they're so passionate, they're exuding this sense of confidence, and it's this oneness. There's not this sense of cattiness or competition that that we often see with women groups, but it's like this support and collaboration and inspiration, and it's a really wonderful energy. So for those who are interested, definitely check her website out for upcoming events, because I guarantee you it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. So thank you so much, Laura. Thank you.
Oh my God, my pleasure. My pleasure.
And for those who are listening and definitely want to learn more about this topic or have questions, reach out to us. You have Laura's website now, so I'm sure you can find a way to connect with her. And if you want to connect with me, you can find our contact page on thrivinglifestyle.com. And I'm really excited to deliver more of these interviews and talk about these juicy topics in the future, so any feedback is also welcome. And I don't know, do you have any last words or thoughts or comments, Laura, that you want to leave our audience with?
Just stay fabulous.
And choose to stay fabulous, I guess, right? So that's awesome. And let's just say your mantra one more time, because I really love that one.
Today will be the best day of my life again.
Awesome. All right, let's end with that amazing mantra. And thank you again for those who are listening. Have a fabulous, sexy day. Bye-bye.